I'm Ronald Reagan speaking for General Electric. Tonight, George Montgomery makes his dramatic TV debut in a romantic story, The Return of Gentleman Jim, with our special guest, the great Joe Louis, on the General Electric Theater.
In research, in engineering, in manufacturing skills, at General Electric, progress is our most important product.
The time is June 22nd, 1937. A new heavyweight champion of the world was crowned, Joe Louis. And that night began an era unparalleled in boxing history. For over 10 years, there wasn't a man living could hold a candle to Joe Louis in the prize ring. Of course, that didn't prevent the boys in the fight game from getting into arguments.
I tell you, Joe Louis couldn't have lasted 2 rounds against some of them old-timers. You better tell your boy to keep his left up, he'll get killed. You take John L. Sullivan or Jim Corbett, they'd have cut Louis to pieces.
Louis the bomber? Are you crazy?
They had the left hand in them days, Max. Corbett had a left.
Yeah, what's the matter with Louis? He didn't have a left. Bong! Bong! Right in the face all the time.
Yeah, they were real tough in them days. Louis wouldn't have had a prayer.
Oh, yeah? Well, is that so? I got a 5 says you're out of your head. Now, come on, put up or shut up.
Now, how am I going to book the fight? I ain't got no contract with Corbett. He's dead.
Oh, you get me excited all the time,
Well, that's the argument that's been going on down through the years. Our story tonight is about one day in 1947, when Gentleman Jim Corbett came back to Earth as a young man to settle the argument once and for all. Gentleman Jim Corbett, the classic boxer of his time. A man who could dodge any kind of a punch inside the ropes, but outside found romance a hard thing to avoid.
Hey, Mike, get a load of the goofball.
Some kind of actor. It's all we get up here nowadays, a bunch of crazy actors rehearsing for television.
Yeah, dig the crazy suit.
You better tell Frenchie his boy's a sucker for a left hook.
Frenchie's crazy, you tell him.
Well, you listen better to you. You're the champ.
Hi, good day, sir.
How are you?
Hey, now I don't want to bother you, but I've been told you're the famous fight promoter Mike Dugan.
Hey, what kind of part are you made up for?
I'm a boxer, sir. You must remember me, James J. Corbett, Gentleman Jim.
Hey, that's pretty cute, but what's the gag?
Well, sir, I'd like to arrange a go between myself and your Mr. Louis.
You mean Joe Louis?
Aye, sir.
Now, come on, now, what is it? Who sent you?
Well, now, if you'll just
Look,
listen, I can tell you...
no matter who sent you, tell him to take back the monkey suit and you with it. Now, Flo, will you? I'm busy. And the next time...
That Frenchie is crazy. He says it's good for his boy to get hit and learns him how to take it.
Where'd he go?
Who, Frenchie? Well, he was standing...
No, the actor, the guy in the monkey suit.
Oh, yeah, he must have left. Who needs him?
He was just... Max? Max? Max, where are you? Max? Where... Will you cut it out? You better send down and get me a salami sandwich. No pickles. I think I've been eating too many pickles lately.
You got heartburn?
I got something. Max? Maxie? Hey, how'd you get in here?
It was a bit presumptuous of me, but I thought I'd find my picture in here. Remarkable likeness, don't you think? Now, that was taken right after I knocked out John L. for the World Heavyweight Championship.
Could be a good makeup job. I once saw an actor at the Managers Guild banquet. Looked just like John L. Sullivan, only he was an actor. That's all he was, an actor.
Now, Mr. Dugan, I certainly thought my picture would convince you. I certainly did.
So what? So you look like Corbett. That's all. It's just good casting.
I couldn't remember if you said salami or pastrami.
Max,
Huh?
take a look at that picture.
Well, it's just a picture. I seen an actor once at a Managers Guild banquet looked just like, no. It was nothing. It was nothing.
Come on, Maxie, put him up. Put him up.
Hey, get a load of him. And I'll take it easy. You'll get hurt, Sam.
Come at me.
You'll get hurt. Now, look. Knock off. You're messing my hair.
Come at
now,
me.
Look, I said knock off. Oh. Now, look, you're going to get hurt.
Come at me.
Ow. Now, you're going to get hurt, I said.
Hold it a minute, will you? What are you doing? You wasting $1 million worth of action in here?
A bit weak on fundamentals. But a mighty fine prospect.
Prospect? I was the champ.
Fundamentals. In my day, we were all so well grounded in fundamentals. I just can't understand that. Well, sir, didn't I convince you?
There was only one other fighter in the whole world that could use a left hand like that. Mr. Corbett, I'm delighted to make your acquaintance.
And I'm delighted to make yours, sir.
No, it's impossible. If I didn't know you better, Mike, you know, they look alike okay, but if I didn't know the gentleman Jim's been dead over 15 years... Tell me the truth. I'm not stupid. I know you're not Gentleman Jim. Are you?
I still don't know how you talked me into this. It's crazy, I tell you. It's Mr. Corbett. Why don't you go back to where you came from and leave me in peace? All my life, I worked hard. I put on big fights for big crowds. I make a nice little living. So what am I doing? Promoting a fight between Joe Louis and a guy that was champ over 60 years ago? A guy that's been dead for over 15 years? I can see it in every front page of every paper in the country. They'll murder me, I tell you. Honest Mike Dugan selling tickets for $50 a copy to see a fight between Joe Louis and a sparring with a ghost.
Now, Mr. Mike, hadn't we agreed that the general public was not to know about this?
Yeah, he did say something.
Aye, and you agreed to it. Now, the whole purpose of this fight, Mr. Dugan, is to prove once and for all whether we old-timers were superior to your modern-day fighters. Naturally, a boxing enthusiast such as yourself must look forward to such an experiment.
Yeah, so naturally, I'm looking forward to it, but I still can't help but think there's a $1 million gate here, Mr. Corbett.
The moment financial benefit enters the picture, Mr. Dugan, I must exit. I've absolutely no choice in the matter. And I did explain the restrictions.
Yes, I know you explained it. No money, no women.
Aye.
You have your fight and you head right back to where you came from, up there.
Aye, that's right.
But I still can't help thinking it. Maybe a return bout, say, on a closed television circuit.
No.
Gee. You mentioned something about that no women angle. How does that figure again?
Ah, Mr. Dugan, those were the days. Why, in my day alone, you know, I was quite the lad with the ladies. You know, it was John L., Bob Fitzsimmons, Jack Johnson, and myself who drew straws to see which one of us was to make this trip. And now, mind you, the moment I won, my propensity with the fair sex was duly noted. A clause was inserted stating that should I become romantically involved with a young lady, The powers that be had the full right to terminate Miss Tay immediately.
Well, you'll have no worry about women up where I'm taking you, up on the farm. Outside of my brother Frank, you don't have to worry about people either. All you've got to worry about is getting in shape for Lewis. Well, I don't know. I must be flipping my stack. Here I'm promoting a fight for a $1 million fight yet for a bunch of cows and chickens.
I told you I'd think it over. Now, you had no right to bring those...
Frank, you're going to get $75 a week just for boarding the two of them.
But I told you it's not a question of money.
Oh, Frank, why do you argue with me? Why do this for your brother?
Why pick on me? There's a lot of other training farms.
Well, this boy of mine is a hot prospect, don't you understand? I got to keep him under cover.
You know, Ruthie's home now. I hope this boy's a gentleman.
Are you kidding? Gentleman's his name. But don't you worry about it. Say, how is little Ruthie?
Little Ruthie? You should visit us more often, Mike.
Hey, Frank, then it's okay, huh?
Well, you're here, aren't you?
Okay, boys, unpack. Come on in, we're home. Let's have some coffee. Hey, this place looks real nice since I've seen it last, Frank. Looks real classy. So, Max, you remember my brother Frank?
Oh, yeah. How are you? Good to see you.
And this is my new boy, Gentleman Jim Corbett.
It's a pleasure, sir. A real pleasure.
Gentleman Jim.
Aye, sir.
Well, that name sounds familiar. You know, I'm not a bug on the subject, but since we got this TV set,
Don't tell me you become a fight fan.
Oh, I watch it now and then. Say, haven't I seen you on television?
No, I'm afraid not, sir. In my day, when we were...
You see, this is his first big fight, Frank.
His first big fight. And he's fighting Joe Louis in my barn?
Well, it's more of an exhibition, you know what I mean?
Oh.
But don't you worry about it. But one thing's very important, Frank. Nobody has got to know about this.
Dad, did somebody stop by for a visit?
Oh, come on downstairs, Ruthie. See who's here.
Uncle Mike?
This is little Ruthie?
Oh, Uncle Mike, it's so good to see
Sweetheart.
you.
What a young lady.
Well, hello.
Oh, no.
Hey, come on, let's go skip rope.
Go ahead, Maxie. I'll catch up with you later.
Hi, Jim.
Hello, Ruthie.
I don't want to say nothing, but I thought he ain't supposed to even look at a girl, even.
Don't worry about it, will you?
Yeah, but didn't he say the rule was no girls?
Look, will you stop acting like an old lady? I got enough troubles without you.
It's funny, I touch you all the time. I can't touch you enough. And yet, I don't think I touch you at all.
Oh, but you do, Ruthie. More than I could ever tell you.
Oh, try. Tell me.
Oh, Ruthie, I can't. I just simply can't.
I don't care what you say. These past 2 weeks, them two has been acting like they, item.
You're out of your mind. They're just good friends, that's all.
Yeah, but don't you think we ought to tell her who he is?
You know, the more I think of it, I should have never let you take that last fight.
Why?
Because you got rocks in your head, that's why. What are you going to tell her, that he's from heaven? She'll laugh right in your face.
I don't know. Don't seem right. Don't seem right nohow.
You said you were leaving as soon as the fight ended.
Aye, that's right.
But you'll come back sooner or later.
No, Ruthie, I'm afraid not. No. Ruthie, I shall not come back. Never.
Well, then, I guess this is goodbye?
I fear it is. Ruthie. Nice lying a young lady like yourself. You must have someone special, some nice
Someone
young
I'd
chap.
met before you?
Aye.
You'd feel better if I did, wouldn't you?
Well, no, I don't know if I would.
Well, I'm not going to make you feel better. There's no one. Oh, there were lots of fellas.
Oh?
But there's no one.
Ah, that's a shame. That's a terrible shame. A girl like you, Ruthie.
Jim, tell me just one thing and give me a straight answer, will you?
I'll try, Ruthie. I owe her that much.
Why can't you be that someone? Oh, I know there's a reason, but I have to know what it is. Sometimes I feel you love me, and sometimes... Are you afraid of love? Is that it?
Well, maybe it is. I'm just a bit frightened, just a bit.
Of me?
No, not of you, Ruthie. It's of loving you. If anything could ever happen between us,
Is
Ruthie...
there someone else?
No, that's not it exactly.
Then
It's
what?
just...
Oh, please tell me. If you love me, please tell me what's keeping us apart.
Ruthie, No, fellas.
I guess it's getting late, and you have that fight tomorrow night.
Ruthie, please believe one thing, will you? I want to kiss you more than anything in this... Than anything in this whole wide world. I want to kiss you, Ruthie. Please believe me. I can't. I just can't. Ruthie.
Everything's all set, huh?
Yeah. But what about the camera?
Never mind about that. I'll take it. Joe Lewis. Glad to see you, Joe.
How you feel, Mike?
Wonderful, Joe.
Hi, Mike,
Wonderful.
Hi, Joe.
Hey,
Hi.
have you introduced Joe to the gentleman yet?
Well, not yet. To tell you the truth, Mr. Mike, Jim's acting kind of funny.
Well, it's probably his nerves. He's keyed to a fighting pitch.
Yeah.
That's all it is, nerves. I'll bet you're anxious to meet him, huh?
I'd love to.
Come on. Hey, Jim. Say hello to Joe Lewis.
I've been looking forward to this.
Glad to see you, Mr. Corbett.
Good to see you too, Mr. Lewis. All of us up there feel you've done the boxing world a world of good. You've been a gentleman and a champion all the way.
Coming from you is a real compliment.
By the way, there's a chap from up my way who sends his best.
Who was that?
John L. John L. Sullivan said that he wishes he had your common sense when he was fighting. You know, that's half the battle.
Well, I'd like to talk to Johnny L someday. Of course, I'm not in a hurry right away.
Well, good luck to you, sir.
Thank you very much. I want to wish you good luck tonight.
Well, from what I hear about you, Mr. Lewis, I'm sure liable to need it.
What a boy. Jim, you're looking great. Maxie tells me you're sharp as a razor.
Aye.
Well, I've got to take care of a few things. I'll see you in a few minutes.
Right, Mike. Right.
Now, stay with him, you understand? I don't want nobody in there until we're ready to go. You got me?
Yeah. But what about the camera?
Yeah, I'm going to check on it right now.
What do you think you should? I mean, Jim said he said...
Jim says no TV, no selling seats. You understand? Now, even Jim would agree that there should be some kind of a filmed record. Otherwise, who'd believe it? Huh?
Yeah.
Now, I want you to go in there and work on his legs, because he's all tensed up. You got me? And remember what I told you. I don't want none of that sports mob in there with him. All right?
Yeah.
All right.
Tell me where...
Take it easy. Bring that camera over here. Who's he going to work with?
Keep working. Yeah, I'm sorry, nobody can come in.
I have to see him,
I'm
Maxie.
sorry, Miss Dugan, you can't come in.
I just had to come, Jim. I had to. I had to wish you good luck. I couldn't let you go away without...
Oh, Ruthie. Just a few minutes, Maxie, please.
Yeah, but you got to be in a ring in five minutes.
Aye, Maxie.
I'll take 2.
All right. Ruthie, you shouldn't have come.
Oh, Jim, darling, I love you.
Oh, Ruthie. Ruthie.
58, 59. That's 1 minute. 1, 2, 3.
Hello,
Hey,
Joe, baby. All right, let's break it up, huh? How's it
11 higher. 12, 13, 14.
Hey, what are you doing out here? I thought I told you to stay with him.
Yeah, but I had to give him 2 minutes to say goodbye to Ruthie. Didn't I?
He's gone.
Gone? Where'd he go? What happened?
Yeah, what happened? It was a camera. They must have seen it from up there. I told you couldn't hide it from them.
I just thought a little film record. I wasn't going to sell it, fellas. Honest, I wasn't.
Hey, Mr. Dugan! Mr. Dugan!
Go away, will you?
The film's gone.
What do you mean, gone? I just saw it a minute ago.
It's gone, I tell you. 1 second the camera's loaded, and the next, maybe it fell on the floor.
Ruthie, honey, will you explain it to your Uncle Mike? What happened?
Yeah, what happened?
He kissed me. He took me in his arms, told me who he was, told me he loved me, and then he kissed me. And when his lips touched mine, he was gone.
What a dope I've been. I should have listened to you, Max.
Yeah.
He said no dames, remember?
Uh-huh.
No girls. The film he could have handled. But you little Ruthie, I didn't figure on. Well, I still say Corbett could have taken a bomber. Any guy that's so much of a gentleman, he wouldn't leave his girl without a goodbye kiss. If Corbett would have taken him.
Yeah, is that so? Well, I say you're wrong, and I gotta finish as a joke. Could have took him any time, all the time. Could have. But I guess I don't never get to prove it no more now. Don't never get to prove it.
I don't know. He might come back someday.
Yeah, he might.
He might.
So the argument still goes on. Perhaps it's better that way. This is one quarrel that's too much fun to end. Personally, I like to think it would have been a draw myself. I'm sure you agree with me that Joe Louis is every bit a champion. And I think you'll also agree that Gentleman Joe Louis will enjoy the same immortality as Gentleman Jim Corbett. Our thanks to George Montgomery for making his television debut on our program. In the weeks to come, we're going to have some other firsts for you. We'll have Fred McMurray, Myrna Loy, Cornell Wilde, Henry Fonda, and Jimmy Stewart. And speaking of firsts, for the past 18 weeks, there has been another first. Mr. Irving Stone's novel, Love is Eternal. It has been the #1 bestseller of the nation. And next Sunday, we are going to do a dramatic story from Mr. Stone's great book. We hope that you will be around when we star Miss Teresa Wright in our version of Love is Eternal. This will be next Sunday at this very same time, and we think that it's going to be one of the truly outstanding shows on our entire series. Until next week, then, good night for General Electric.
In the home, on the farm, in the factory, on land, on sea, in the air. At General Electric, progress is our most important product.
Film of the Lewis-Braddock fight through the courtesy of the greatest fights of the century.